Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 5 online racing. So we're in street racing once again, but this time we're in S1 class as we're in the 2021 Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series. So yeah, not all that sure this is going to be that competitive in this class because we only had about 16 PI to play with. Granted, we're given extra power, extra torque, less in the way of weight, a new gearbox and wider front and rear tyres, but yeah, as you can see by the stats, despite the handling and braking being really rather excellent, the acceleration isn't the best, and neither is the top speed at only 205 miles an hour, which is, granted, 1 mile an hour quicker than it could have originally, but yeah, some of these cars I imagine that we're going to be going up against are going to be 220, 230, maybe even more than that, so yeah, but still, hopefully the really rather great handling and solid braking will come in handy here. So yeah, let's see. So we're up against a pair of 911s and an Ascari. So yeah, some serious competition there. Probably even more track orientated than we are. But let's see what happens. Fairly decent launch for a rear wheel drive car. We do have really good handling, but we have to be up to speed for it to really be the best it can be. We do have some understeer because yeah, most of the handling is rear orientated, so in terms of pure speed and the like. When you're in the slower corners or in a bend that really doesn't favour this kind of car's handling, the understeer is more prevalent. As you can see, it's really rather smooth when it is bang on in terms of its handling, so that's all good. I've not driven this car much in this form, and I've certainly not driven it hard in any kind of racing environment, so yeah, really rather screwed up that corner to be fair. That was entirely my fault. No one else was to blame for that one but me. As per usual with these street races, you have to look out for the AI on your driving line, because they are normal road cars. They are not going to be going the speed that you are, and they will go about their business regardless of where you are. They will not look out for you, for instance, as I have found out many a time on these races. So yeah, it's certainly not a slow car, but I think I'm getting the best out of it, to be honest. But we'll see how the next couple of races goes before we put any more judgment on this car. So yeah, now we have an extra 20 horsepower on this car, which takes it up to 740, and an extra 16 pound-feet of torque, which takes it up to 606. So yeah, that's a decent amount of increase in terms of power, especially when you consider it now weighs a lot less. It weighs now 3,395 pounds, which is 221 pounds less. So decent amount of power and torque upgrade, and yeah, quite a reduction in weight. But it still is a heavy car at 3,395 pounds, which yeah, is by no means a lightweight for these kind of, you know, track orientated vehicles. But at least it is lighter than what it was originally, so yeah, it does have at least that going for it. So yeah, let's see if we can do any better in this race. doesn't seem to be all that many people that take part in S1 class races, but it could also be because the game has had a recent update. It took me about half an hour to 45 minutes to get that downloaded, so maybe that's why so many people aren't on this game at the moment. But yeah, we're up against a Gallardo now this time, which again is another lightweight supercar. That's all-wheel drive to get it off the line quicker than we are. Fortunately, we got into the ricochet of that car that was hit by the Ascari. Let's at least try and keep up. Not meaning to hit the guy out of there. Seems to be having issues. No more than we are, that's for sure. Ascari and the Porsche are battling it out. Hopefully that makes them a little bit slower. Try and take advantage of that. Well, yeah, we definitely don't have the kind of high speed acceleration that some cars do. Certainly do seem to run out of steam at about 150 or so. Which is a bit of a shame, especially for this kind of class where high speed is usually the name of the game. It's by no means like other classes where you can usually get away with just having mid-range clout. We do at least have the brakes. That was a lot more of a convincing race that time round. At least we're not last. Oh dear. Yeah, slightly clipped that house and then that sent us wide of the checkpoint. So I clearly jinxed myself by saying that we weren't coming last, and then we ended up doing just that. So yeah, whoops. I really shouldn't speak before I make the finish line, to be honest, because that really did screw us over. So yeah, but we still could win this championship, or at least come second if we come first or second in the next race. So let's see if that's going to be the case. So acceleration wise, we're not massively faster. 0 to 60 is now dealt with in 2.762 seconds, which is about 0.120 of a second quicker to 60 than the standard car. And yeah, we can also do 0 to 100 in 5.756 seconds, which is about 0.220 of a second to quicker to 100. So yeah, only marginally faster. Oh, we've got an LFA to go up against now as well. The only concerning bit about this one is that it's got a massive long straight on it, and like I said, we only top out at about 205. I imagine at least the Ascari and the Porsche will be able to do more than that. LFA probably, and Lamborghini could do well do so as well. So yeah, need to make a decent amount of time before that straight happens. In there. Understeer again. Everyone having issues with that car on the apex. Just about made that checkpoint. I had to brake just in case I didn't. No, Subaru, get out of the way. hesitated about which way I was going to go, and by the time I made a decision, it was too late, and I was in the middle of that car's bonnet. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not very good with these kind of track cars, to be honest. Even then, it's not a fully fledged one. Really not going to have the top speed. Would be even worse if we kept the original gearbox in this, but yeah, even the 6-speed can't really take advantage of the 740 horsepower that we've got going on. Well, at least we shouldn't be last this time round, at least. With the Lamborghini, but at least we got third for once, without being the only one in third or back. So, oh, fourth, what? Lag. Oh no, fourth was the right position. I forgot there were 5 of us. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Mercedes is a great car. I really do like it as a vehicle, but as a racer in this class with only 16 PI to play with in terms of the upgrades, and the fact that I'm not particularly great in terms of driving, especially with cars at these kind of speeds, it's not as good as you'd hope it would be, especially given the amount of power it's got and the really well good handling. I just guess that other cars are able to upgrade a bit more substantially, and therefore that's what gives them the edge on these online races. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.